to part 3. I think it's part 3. What if Deku what if Dust Sands was reborn as Deku? Uh, I hope I hope you liked my Rimuru or to what if, I guess. No. Um, it was, I guess, fun to make, I guess. But yeah. Um, I don't really have much to say, really, other than thanks for support, everyone. But yeah. Hmm. I guess I'll just start. Last we and I've gotten the info about Error 404. I want to thank you for that as well. He ain't really that much irrelevant, or ain't really the most important person that I in this series of What If. So yeah, thank you for the background. It was actually quite fascinating to read. So thank you. But yeah, I haven't gotten any back. If you wanted me to instead making videos, just do live streams, like videos, I guess. I live stream, but I do the what ifs in the live streams. I've gotten any back. No one has really contributed in that question, but for now I'll continue to make the video, just record and edit if I have to, or if not, just upload it. So yeah, but enough stalling. I'll continue. First, a little back recap, I guess. Last we left off was when Dust was reunited with, I guess, bad senses. The gang, his gang, and he met Error 44. They went to to destroy Use. Watch if you want to understand how he is right now, and like how he became who he is now. I recommend watching the first part, or the part zero first, and then going from there. It will be a bit better. And if you want, and I don't know if many people really watched the part two, because I live streamed it. So I don't know if many people have watched it, but watch that part two as well. And if you see like me, I guess playing games and stuff like that, it's just that I first it wasn't supposed to be like the what if. It was supposed to be me playing games. Uh, but that didn't work. I couldn't get it to work properly, so I just went and did the this what if instead. So yeah, and instead of stalling you, I'll just continue. Um, so last we left off was at, like, I guess I already said that. Um, but I'm blank. My mind is blank right now. Uh, we were oof. I don't flee. Oh yeah. Um, we left off at when he went back to his world to see how was everything going. When he met a man who has destroyed nearly everything. Like there's nearly nothing left. Just a few buildings here and there, and loads of few destroyed buildings, but dead bodies everywhere. Um, so so yeah, and this is I guess kind of a manga spoiler. It isn't really because it isn't really how the manga goes. Manga goes. So, and if you hear something, it's just and everything else other than my voice is just I'm doing things and like fixing old videos, I guess, like the thumbnails. So, um, but yeah, now, all right then. But he watch. He looks at this, everything like that. He sees this and he begins to have kind of like get a bit mad, confused, and he I'm sorry, I don't. I have kind of a plan, but kind of how I'm going to go into it, I don't fully remember. And mm, he, oh Jesus Christ, uh, he sees this and he is confused. He doesn't understand, so he goes towards where UA is. One of the pretty much nearly the only building that's still standing, like a bit destroyed, like the wall, a bit few walls, like a few cracks. And when he's about to walk through it, the poor like walk through the gates, he can't. He gets stopped. He can't seem to go through. So he just thinks, I'll just teleport. So teleports. Oh, and he is in this. He looks like this now. When he was with the gang, his gang and stuff like that, he was his this. He was in his skeleton form. So yeah. Now Sand teleports in. He teleports in easy. Then he begins to walk in, and now we go to Nezu's office. Nezu gets an alert saying that someone the barrier. So he calls every single hero available and teacher and a few students, like 1A students, go and towards the person, the outside, and they see their friend, Zuku. Yes, his name here is. Everyone else knows him as Zuku, yeah, but yeah. And he goes and they begin to cry. They run towards him and hug him, and he says, "Whoa, chill, chill. Um, I know I've been gone for a long time, but Jesus, things have already been this bad already, huh? What happened here?" And they explain that basically All for One began a giant attack on Japan and to take over Japan again, and he is being successful now, but he don't have full complete control, but nearly. Uh, the people who's here are the pretty much nearly the only um, like free people from All for One's control. Few of them. There are a few other more people around. They're mainly all there who are free from him. Not for long, because the barrier is being slowly broken. So, and when I asked where he was, he said that he was kind of like in the forest. He was in the forest, chilling, having fun, It's just making up an excuse. It isn't really important what excuse it is. But yeah. Um. So he basically does this, and they explain everything. Now they have explained everything. And he says, I guess I'll save you." And they say, "What? You can't. It's impossible. You've already lost." He's just nonsense. I'll help you. So he goes out the barrier again. Just teleports out and goes. And basically kills the villains who were destroying the barrier. And he gives off a little kind of like he gives off a better barrier from his magic. It's the green magic. It makes a green kind of bubble around the UA, and he begins to walk. And every like building he gets to, he or an area he clears from villains, he puts a barrier there, and no one can go in or out. Nobody, absolutely no one. And so yeah. Um. Now. Um. Azuka continues this just for just doing it really, and that's when he meets All for One. And I'm just gonna say, sorry, but All Might is dead. I know he tried to fight All for One but because of his weakened state, he died. If you wonder who One for All got One for All, Mario. Yeah. Now, and then I'm just gonna say, this will be a bit shorter, I think. I don't know. But yeah, enough of that. Continuing. Um, when he meets All for One, he says, "All right, then, let's get this over with," and tries to take his soul, or tries, uh, like, threw bones at him, and All for One crushed them with ease. Not like the easiest thing, but like he can crush. I don't know how much, but think of like, um, I don't know fully. Um, think of like a I not like large stick, but enough you can break it, but it's a bit harder. You have to try very hard to break, and just think. Let's just say it's like a stick, and he can break it just like that. Just think of it as that. Yeah. Um. Now, when Sanchi does, he just says, "Alright then." He just takes All for One's soul and just begins to squish it. Or I guess yes. When he begins to squish his soul, his body begins to like crush into himself, and when he crushes it completely, he will be like kind of erased. Will be no trace of him, but All for One stands strong. You can see him twitching and stuff like that, and he gets a bit smaller and like a bit less mass, but not very much, not like drastically. So Sense just begins to get more angrier, and that's when All for One begins to like, I guess, say bad stuff like the things that makes him tick, I don't really know what, but just think of bad stuff that all for one knows about. Knows. Oh, yeah. All for one can see through memories, and he saw through Sans memories, and he begins to talk about all the trauma he went through, about seeing his brother die, and telling him that his brother is useless and everything. He says this to him, and that makes him tick. He goes into this, and he goes on a rampage. He destroys All for One. Literally, he kills him fairly easy. And when he had to kill him, he just played with his dead body, just bringing like this bone and just scraping and destroying his body to make sure he's dead and stays dead. Can never return. That's pretty much what he does. To all for one. But he hasn't died yet. All for one, he's in miserable, very much pain, because Sans is making him feel as much pain as possible, he possibly can. So when All for One passes out, he just heals him right up again, not fully, but till this past state, and just until and then he wakes up and does it all over again. He does this for about 10 to 15 times, and then he finally kills him in the most slowest and painful way possible. I know that's a bit gruesome, but never joke around with about trauma from dust. That's pretty much what the lesson all villains learned. But I think I'll soon end it really, and the rest of and he begins to calm down slowly. Begins to calm down after he had killed some other villains brutally. Um, so yeah, that's pretty much what he does, and he becomes his back to his back to his normal self. That's pretty much what he does. And he goes back to the UA and takes the barrier off, and he has killed every single villain in Japan. Really, real. Oh, maybe take down the sound a tiny bit more. There we go. But that was it, really. I won't end it yet. But I will maybe end it next part. It's about if any of you want to give me more ideas for or events I could do with this what if, because I would like to continue it. I really do, but it's just I don't fully have more ideas. That was kind of like the, I guess, finale, the last battle, or actually I have to do the last battle of that. Yeah, I forgot about that. That might take a while, so I don't know. We just have to wait and see. But yeah, he gets congratulated. He gets a hero license, I guess, just from that, and yeah, that's pretty much what he does. He gets. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I think I will end it here. I just wanted to get this part. I don't think I will make another one today, or I actually won't make another one today. But I hope you enjoy. I know I have made this part very short, but the other parts, like the other parts of this, plus the new what if, was kind of long, so yeah, it was supposed to be like 30 minutes, but I began talking about so many other things that I wasn't actually supposed to talk about. But I just had a lot on my mind, just wanted to get it out there. But yeah, that's that for this part. I hope you enjoyed. If you want to watch more of me, subscribe. Comment down below, like I said, if you have any more what if ideas, or if you want me, or any ideas for what I can do continuing with other what ifs, or if I should also continue the what if that was sans. If you want me to continue that, because I just had temporarily finale, but also a permanent one, I guess you could call it. I can change it as well, and if you want me to do remakes or redos of any like ones, so I can do that as well. But yeah, that's it. Like I said, hope you enjoyed. Subscribe, it really helps, and I see that not many people have subscribed to me really. It's about 83.5% that hasn't subscribed. So if you could just hit that subscribe button, it's free and you can just unsubscribe whenever you want. So yeah, hope you have a good day or night wherever you are in the world, and I'll see you, I guess, tomorrow.